Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Bless Lily here and welcome to this reading where we're going to be having a chat with the shamans to see what important messages they have for you at this particular moment when it comes to your career, when it comes to your love life, when it comes to your spiritual journey, basically anything that you guys need to hear at this particular moment. See which option you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and begin. Alright, lovely option number one, and welcome to your reading, my darlings. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading a little bit better. And let's take a look at what important shamanic messages are going to be coming through for you. It's time to get your power back. This is what they're saying. Because they're showing me that you guys, it's kind of like you lost yourself a little bit. There's a bit of fragmentation energy that's coming through where you might have lost who you are. A lot of things have been falling apart, a lot of things have been changing, you have been doing a lot of healing, and they're saying that it's kind of like your energy is scattered all over the place, which might make you feel a little bit lost, a little bit confused. Now then, and this also talks a lot about cord cutting, and they're saying that you still give your energy to people, places, situations that are in the past and that might feel unresolved. They're giving like this energy of a circle where you keep thinking about the same thing, the same situation, asking yourself why, wondering if you did something differently, would things have changed or not. So what they want you to do is to bring those parts of yourself back, is to give yourself the forgiveness for doing whatever you thought you've done wrong, is to cut the cords with people who have drained you of your energy over and over again so that you can become whole. Because if you've been wondering and asking, who am I? Where do I go? What's my soul purpose? Why can't I find love? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? They're saying that this is going to really help you get the answers that you seek. Because right now you might be looking for answers from the outside, where all of your answers are already within you. It's just that you need to get all of these parts together back to you so that you remember who you are, what your priorities are, and you can be brave and courageous enough to make those decisions to go forwards with your own vision. They keep telling me that once you start doing this soul retrieval, you will start feeling more energized, more optimistic, and it's kind of like additional blessings and gifts from the universe is going to start coming in as a confirmation that you're on the right path, on the right track. So if you're feeling a little bit lost and you're feeling like you're in the void at this particular time, this is temporary, and your important shamanic message over here is to get your energy back. You guys are incredibly creative. And how are you gonna choose to deal with your situation and get out of it and move forwards? They're telling me it's going to be very creative. A lot of people are going to be looking at you and be like, oh my god, this is never gonna work. But you'll be like, yeah, whatever. Bye. Not interested in your opinion, because you are going to be divinely guided and divinely inspired, right? And I was talking about courage. And here's your courage. Your courage comes from allowing yourself to be creative, to find an out-of-the-box way of thinking, to stick with it, to allow your creativity to see the light of day. Because here, what I'm seeing, guys, option number one, you're not somebody who thinks like everybody else, yeah? And it's exactly that desire to think like everybody else that got you into this energy of not knowing where you are headed and where you are going and how you even got there. And funny enough, talk about divine guidance. Your channel of communication with your higher self, with your ancestors, is actually quite good and very clear, you guys. Because I'm literally picking up your energy and it's becoming lighter and lighter and lighter and more beautiful and more creative and more fun and more joyous. So if you're feeling a little bit down right now, or if you've literally been feeling a little bit down for a very long time, they keep saying that this is the way to go about it. To go into authenticity. To go into authenticity, to fall in love with your beautiful, marvelous self. Yeah, and if you've been lonely for a very long time, wondering why things haven't been working out, they're saying that they're about to. Because you're being divinely guided towards your own beautiful self. Where you're going to know everything about yourself. What you're okay with, what you're not okay with. Because there's this beautiful romance that's coming through, guys. And like I said, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of guts to be ourselves in today's world, yeah? Let's talk about romance a little bit, yeah? Let's see what the shamans want to say about the romance. They keep saying the same thing. They keep saying, bring yourself back together. Bring yourself back together. Because there's something that's planned for you, okay? When we're talking about Akashic Records, when we're talking about the universe, there's something that is planned for you by the fates. But you need to be whole for this romance to come into your life. Because this is a big one. Oh my gosh, okay. So it feels like the next person is going to come into your life, guys. When we're talking about this romance, this is somebody you potentially could start building a family with. And this person is going to be so supportive and so different. Because sometimes they're telling me what you think you need and what you think you want are two different things. So you want one thing, but you actually need something completely different. It's almost like you've been conditioned to want something, a specific type of relationship, but no. The shamans over here are coming through this saying, once you do the soul retrieval, you will see that some things on the list of your priorities are going to start shifting. Has nothing to do with lowering your standards, none of that, no. You're still going to have your standards, you're still going to have your things, but the priorities for you are going to change. And you will be very surprised by what you thought you didn't need or wasn't important is going to be very important. Because that changes the whole perspective. You're being very heavily influenced over here, they're saying, by your family, by society, in a very negative way. In a very negative way, my darling. So you feel like you have to constantly be on guard or defend yourself. But with the soul retrieval, they're saying this is not something that you will need to do. Now, when we're talking about the hummingbird talks about messages from the spirit. The hummingbird is this gorgeous messenger. So I don't know if you've been seeing a lot of hummingbirds or butterflies lately, numbers 20 and 6. But let me say this. The shamans over here are coming through with a very important message. They're saying the more you listen to your own voice, the better you're going to understand the spirit. Because you're part of the spirit. Because for some reason, you know what, they're showing me like two sides of you, the light side and the shadow side. And you need to merge those two sides for that authenticity to shine through. Because then you're not going to ask who you are. Then you're going to know. And you're going to be very, very comfortable in your own skin. You're incredibly wise. But it's like a lot of people, they either misunderstand you, or they judge you, or they're just simply not ready, guys, for your wisdom. They're not ready. Because you do have a strong connection to the upper world, to the world of spirit, to the world of to the world of higher knowing. And you have a very strong connection to it. And so will your significant other. Maybe in their own unique, authentic way, but you do have it. And right now you're communicating. Let me say this. For some of you guys, you're already communicating with this person in 3D. For others of you, it's through messages in your dreams, through meditation. You feel that person, you feel their presence. And you might have been thinking that, oh my God, I must be going insane. But the thing is, you're not. You really aren't. Because I'm sensing some very strong energy over here, you guys. I don't know if you're somebody who can do hypnosis, or if you're somebody who can go into a very deep trance. But they're saying you can break free. Because those recurring images, those recurring thoughts, they're coming into your life or in your dreams or in your meditations in order for you to see where your energy goes. And if it's in the past or in the future, this is a sure sign to bring your energy back to the present. Because you need it right now in the present. To get creative. To get your energy back. To get back on track, to start healing yourself. To meet this beautiful person. Exactly. You guys, look at this. A lot of you are so worried about not being able to meet somebody, about not being able to feel emotions again. Some of you want to become a parent. And you're like, I'm tired of waiting for this. Some of you want to create your own business, find your soul family, find a home. And they keep saying you can have all that. But right now you keep looking at what you lost. What you lost or what can't work out. Or you keep imagining things in your head of how things could be. But sometimes they feel like they're like saying, don't let it be a substitute for the real thing. This is incredibly important. Don't let it be a substitute for the real thing. The work that you're going to do on yourself, it's absolutely worth it. I'm saying, yes, it's going to be difficult at times, but again, you have a very creative way of dealing with it. Why is it number 8 keep coming through? I'm going to say a really weird thing, guys, over here, but if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. It's kind of like sometimes you have the ability to travel through time. So sometimes the visions of the future that you might see is something that's actually very, very possible and it will come true. But they keep saying, like, don't let it just stay a vision. Because you have some sort of magical ability to see through time, through space and time. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. So they're kind of saying, like, get out of the past to get your energy back. Again, do it through shamanic meditations, do it through shamanic drums. Go to some sort of retreat. You will be given the money, you will be given the opportunity. A lot of you guys could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a lot of wind energy coming through. But wind, it has a lot to do with the change in the wind as well. That will redirect you in the right direction. They keep saying use feathers. There's something about feathers that can help you right now. And creating some sort of amulet that will mean a lot to you. Don't be afraid of creating something for yourself. Be your own shaman at this particular moment. They're saying you got the skills. Because let me say this, if you do believe in past lives, in one of the past lives, you've already done that. That might be why you're so drawn to shamanic healing, shamanic drums, shamanic knowledge. You might have already been doing that. And this is going to be sounding really weird, but it's kind of like you are helping to come you're coming in to help yourself from another lifetime. This is all I'm going to say, my lovely option number one, because those of you who needed to hear it, those of you who understood it, it was the message for you. All right, my darlings, if you're up for a personal read, send me an email. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And take care of your beautiful self now. Bye. My lovely option number two. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And let's find out what important shamanic messages are going to come through for you in this reading, my dears. Let's take a look. Okay, this is incredibly important, guys, and there's such a specific reason why you're watching this video. A message from the shamans over here is that your sacrifice of your life, of your happiness, of your dreams isn't going to make anybody happy. You shouldn't sacrifice anything in order to make somebody feel comfortable or good next to you. This is what you need to hear. You don't have to sacrifice your own happiness, your own comfort, your own values, your own beliefs to make somebody else feel good or to make somebody else value you, cherish you, accept you. It doesn't work like that. This is what they're saying. You've suffered enough. You've sacrificed enough. Now they're saying be honest with yourself. Has it gotten you to where you want it to go? To where you want it to be? Stop sacrificing your future, your present, your happiness, your joy, your talents. It's not going to lead anywhere. You've already done enough for the ungrateful. It's time to move on. It's time to focus on you. Another very specific message that's coming through, guys, whoever needs to hear this. If you've been thinking about getting a tattoo, the answer is yes. Yes to the design, yes to the imagery, yes to the energy, yes to whatever you think it's going to give you, however you think it's going to activate you, whatever it's going to remind you of. The answer is yes. The only advice over here, they're saying choose the right person to do it for you. Choose the person who understands, relates, and has a good energy. This is coming through very, very strongly. Something important is going to be happening within the next 44 days over here, this timeless reading. Let me see what it is. You guys might have been seeing a lot of fours lately. Things are going to get much better, especially when it comes to your home. Especially if you're in a toxic environment right now, guys, or you're feeling like you can't find a home, or you're thinking about renting, relocating, buying, selling, all of that stuff. Within the next 44 days, they keep saying that a lot of you are going to stop sacrificing your peace of mind, stop sacrificing your true desire to live a good life, to be happy, to be joyful, and you'll make some sort of important decision that has to do with home and your environment at home. So for some of you, it could be that you decide to talk to somebody that you're living with and set things straight. For others of you, I'm seeing that you're going to pack your bags and you're going to find somewhere that gives you peace. And I'm seeing no longer are you going to sacrifice your own peace of mind. This is what they keep saying. It feels like a lot of you have frenemies, my darlings. You have a lot of frenemies, or people who are only your friends when they need something. And within the next 44 days, you're going to find out who those people are. And what's most importantly, you guys are going to know exactly what to do with it. Because you're going to find some sort of new approach. Yeah, look at this completion. That's it. The snake eats its own tails. Something is coming to an end over here. And for a lot of you, it's you sacrificing yourself, your happiness, your future, your talents, and so on and so forth. And this circle is coming to a completion. And this is where the magic begins. Look at this, 44, 33, my darlings. You could be in your 30s, in your 40s. But let me see what the magic is going to be all about. I love how she's just looking at you and she's like, you know this is going to be good. You know this is going to be good. What is yours will come back to you. You will start seeing things, very interesting ways of how karma is going to deal with those who have offended you, and how you will start getting back what's truly yours. Justice is coming your way. It does feel, my dears, that your journey takes you to a different location. Because here I'm getting confirmation of a visa, confirmation of a contract, confirmation of getting a passport, some sort of legal green light to go somewhere and begin afresh and begin anew. So they're telling me that there's a completion of a particular life cycle over here. Justice is going to be served. The decision is going to be given by the higher forces, if you will. But also they're showing me a lot of things in 3D are going to resolve themselves as if by magic. Something that you don't see coming is going to come into your life. And you start afresh, you start anew. Let me see what it's about. What's this new beginning about? You guys are getting out of some really toxic situation. Codependent relationship, constant fighting, constantly having to defend yourself, constantly having to step aside. And it's like dimming your light to fit in. Dimming your light to fit in. And now with the 7 of Wands, for a lot of you it has to do with work, with your talents. And again, they're talking about the energy of the sacrifice. Guys, it's going to be like a thunder in a clear skies. It's going to be such a big revelation, such a big aha moment. And you're going into joy. So if you've been healing yourself, guys, if you've been working with life coaches, therapists, if you've been doing healing by yourself, this feels like a big breakthrough. Because this is such a gorgeous activation energy. And you're also getting messages from the spirit with the hummingbird. Your intuition is waking up over here, and it will feel like magic. And there's a wind of change. The wind of change puts you in a different path. The doors are opening up. This is what they keep saying. Adjacent possibilities, the doors are opening up. Let me get more clarification from Tarot. You're breaking free from your family to form your own. So for some of you, this could be indicating a separation from your parents. Leaving their home, leaving maybe a certain country that has everything to do with some sort of toxic belief where you had to sacrifice something. And things are really turning around for you when we're talking about love. Feels like you had to deal with a third party situation over here, my darlings. And again, look at this. The sun from the 2 decks came through. The sun is going to illuminate your path. They're saying you've been waiting enough, you've been patient enough, and now this completion. And once again, look at this. The justice came through. Justice came through twice for you. They're saying be patient with the whole process. Justice is being served, and the moon again. Doors are opening up, my darlings. You will have more options than you could ever possibly imagine. More options than you could ever possibly think of. Options in what? Show me. So I'm seeing countries, I'm seeing locations. And again, they keep talking about a choice. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. Like they keep just talking about new beginnings. New beginnings that give you success. The world again. Okay, pack your suitcases, my darlings. What can I say? Because here the shamans are coming through to let you know you're meant to be somewhere different. And for some of you, you will be traveling with your significant other. You keep thinking about the past. The past isn't going to show you the way. They keep saying a lot of childhood trauma. A lot of childhood trauma. They're saying it's time to let it go. You've been conditioned to sacrifice your own, your own talent, skills for the greater good, or for the good of somebody else, or for the good of nobody appreciates it. This is what they're saying. Nobody appreciates that sacrifice. It doesn't work that way. You just become resentful. You'll be shown the way with the arrow. They're saying take the chance, take that leap of faith, you're on the right track. Within the next 3 months, things are going to change. They keep saying the council has spoken. The council has spoken. And you've been misled. Look at this. People who have misled you, they're going to get what's theirs. Don't you worry about that. But the council has ruled in your favor. And somebody is very deceptive who's next to you. They keep pointing that out. They're saying somebody is very, very deceptive. Somebody is trying to lead you astray with all of those moon cards. Somebody's trying to keep you in that victim mentality, in that mentality of you having to sacrifice something for them or for your greatest good or whatever. Yeah? The point is they're full of BS. It's time to journey. It's time to go. It's time to release. It's time to release the route that you have planned. They keep saying that there's a different one. There will be many, many paths, and you will choose the right one. Allow your senses to guide you. Like you guys are about to discover what your destiny is. And that will improve your health over here. You will have an opportunity to study, by the way, guys. And again, when it comes to your love life, things are going to start getting so much better. With the Wheel of Fortune, look at this passion, romance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, does it feel like there's a soul connection coming through over here? Let go of fear. There's a lot of healing that's coming through. You will weave. You will create a new nest, my darlings. And if you are in a relationship right now, your person is going to propose to you. And there's this energy of ascension when it comes to love and relationships, where you start creating your own movie and some sort of beautiful energy is coming through that has everything to do with commitment. So somebody might ask you to move in with them, somebody might ask you to marry them, somebody might ask you to have children with them, or get a house together, and so on and so forth. But there's definitely this energy of somebody you already know, if you know already somebody, if you're dating somebody, where things are getting more serious. So let it be so, my darlings. Lovely option number 2. That's what I have for you. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Claim its magic down in the comments below. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. And of course, do check my Patreon page out as well, with over 130 exclusive videos. Alright guys, take care now. Bye. Option number 3. Hi, welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head. Helps you connect to the energies of the reading a little bit better. And let's find out what important shamanic messages this reading has for you at this particular time. It's like I have shamans who came through to read the to see what the shamanic reading is going to be all about. So numbers 1 and numbers 5 might be important to you. You might have been very interested in shamanic healing lately, shamanic drums. You're a little bit lost, aren't you? When we're talking about your path, you're a little bit lost. They want to bring you back into the flow. You're overwhelmed like right now. You're angry, thunder, lightning, smoky mirror, not seeing things clearly. You're working with your shadow aspect. You're being faced with a lot of things. I'm sensing that, for some of you, there's a lot of repressed anger that wants to come through over here. You've been misled, you've been deceived. You're looking for love. You're looking for your person. A lot of suppressed sexuality that's coming through. The Rainmaker, the Blade. Okay, guys. This feels like the energy is all over the place and you have a lot of repressed feelings. You're very powerful. It's quite possible that you guys do have shamanic abilities yourselves. That's why you're very drawn to this option. That's why you're very drawn to this reading. And that's why even right now I want to almost like bang my fist on the table. Because you guys are awakening to your own power, awakening to all of the BS people have been feeding you. And it's almost like the message is more from your higher self rather than the shamans, because you yourself could have been a shaman, and there's a very strong connection. There are people who are feeding off of your energy right now. There are people who are feeding off of your energy. There literally could be people who have abilities as well, who are standing in your way when it comes to you developing your abilities. There's a woman who's very envious of you, who's very jealous of you, has been for quite some time. I don't even think she pretends to be your friend. I think she acts either indifferent or passive-aggressive. And she feeds off of your energy. Misleading you, talking a lot of BS, triggering you, making you cry. There's like a lot of you guys have been crying a lot. Somebody keeps triggering you, and they're acting it as if it's not on purpose. But it's almost like your higher self wants you to come out of this energy. But the crow energy, it's like an indication that I don't want to say magic is being used against you. Like, I really don't want to say that, guys. But somebody's manipulating you big time. Maybe making you feel like magic is being used against you to make you feel weak or something like this. But there's a very big part of you that's very angry with the whole situation. And they're saying you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time with this person, with these people. You have the power, you have the knowledge. It's almost like you're ready to burst, you're ready to break free, because there's so much energy that's literally compressed. Even for this oracle, it's a little bit difficult to contain your energy. Okay, so what's the message? What's the advice? Because now that you know this, you know you're angry, you know you're literally... So first and foremost, they're saying you have helpers in the upper world. And you'll soon be receiving a lot of messages. The hummingbird keeps coming through in all three options today, which is a good sign because hummingbird does talk about messages from the universe. They're saying you need to let go of the emotions, right? Whether it's through anger, whether it's through crying, whether it's through running, or, you know, like find an outlet for your emotions. That wild side really wants to come out. Guys, that wild side, that magical side, that side that wants to dance under the moonlight and connect with the universe and just tell everything and everybody to go piss off and do your own thing. Let this energy come out, because you have the magic and you have the ability to see. You're very powerful, option number 3. You honestly have the gift. Yeah, the gift, the wisdom, different ways to get there. You need to find an outlet, guys, and they're saying the sooner the better. Wasting time. Look at this. You feel like you can't say anything, and the more you can't say anything, the angrier you get. It's like somebody is holding your mouth shut. I don't want to get too deep or too magical into this reading, but I can't help it with your option number 3, because it's something much beyond the ordinary that's going on over here. And you can't stay quiet anymore. They're saying you shouldn't stay quiet anymore, because you can see, but you have forgotten that you can also speak. And love will come to you, but you need to deal with that lower world. You need to deal with the shadow aspect. Because right now somebody keeps bringing you down, and I'm constantly seeing it's like somebody's trying to program you and reprogram you through emotions, through making you feel like you have to sacrifice something. That you constantly have to chase something or somebody. But there you go. They're saying you can heal yourself. A shamanic medicine is there for you when you accept all aspects of yourself. Because here I'm sensing so much suppressed anger, guys. It needs to come out. It needs to be released. It needs to be said. It needs to, the air needs to be cleared. because you're creating a whole new life for yourself. It's happening. Keep holding the vision, lifting the veil, questioning everything, and anything unaligned must go. Looking for home, homesick for the stars. So you feel like you don't belong. And they keep saying like, trust the timing. Trust the timing. You got the time, but use it wisely. Like they keep saying, like, stop wasting it. It's almost like there's like somebody very protective over you, like an old soul that's protecting you right now, guys. And if none of this is making sense to you, then skip to the other two options, because here there's a very specific message for some of you. And you will find it resonates so deep within your heart that it might trigger tears, it might trigger everything else, but the shadow aspect needs to be worked on. Because right now they keep saying you keep going round in circles. There's a different way. There's a different way for you to be, for you to exist, for you to thrive. Oh, let me take another deck, because this one, it's just so filled with emotions. You have the wisdom, and you will make the best possible decision to win. Trust the wisdom. You're going to be getting a lot of messages. Thunder, water. It's like they keep showing me a storm, you know, with huge waves, like crushing on the rocks, and like a lot of, this is what's happening within you right now. Because you're changing, and there's so many things that are suppressed that want to come out. Let that wild woman or wild man out. You're an old soul. You have the magic. They keep talking about the magic over here. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. This is what they keep saying. You are a shaman. Talk to shamans. See how shamanism can help you here. Protect your energy. This is what they keep saying. Protect your energy. Because somebody who knows exactly how to mind F you guys is doing just that. Let me see why they're doing it. Why the hell are they doing it? Envious, jealous, heartbroken over the things that you have, and they blame you for something. I don't know what it is. Gosh, I hope it's not somebody from your family that's blaming you for something. Oh my god. Like they sacrifice things for you and now you have to sacrifice things for them. But it's kind of what it feels like. For some of you, it could be somebody who thinks like their man or their woman left because of you. Because this person's energies are also all over the place. They think they're all that, but no. Deep down, they're just a hurt child who's trying to cause drama. So look at them that way. It's saying take away the power of them thinking that they have some sort of power over you. They don't. They really don't. You're being very much protected. Could be somebody you were involved with when we're talking about third-party situation. Allow the healing to take place. And again, look at this. You're protected. Psychic protection. Healing can take place when you feel safe. This is what they're saying. And new beginnings with yourself and in love and getting your strength back and creativity happens when you feel safe. And love came through twice, my darlings. Love came through twice. The true love will come to you if it isn't already there. But you have magical powers. I don't know what else to say to you guys. It's unbelievable to some, but you have to claim them. Because through these magical powers, a lot of things happen and you can defend yourself and defend your energy and sleep well and trust the process and get your money back, honestly. And somebody is very jealous of the way that you look and the things that you have, of the joy you get to experience. Let me see if there's anything that they want to add. Ooh, because honestly, this energy is just so intense. So intense. Fire. Lightning. Yeah. Those emotions will heal you. They're saying you think those emotions might destroy you, but they will heal you. Because it's suppressed emotions that destroy us from the inside. Nobody's going to judge you. I keep saying nobody's going to judge you. Nobody in the upper world judges you. Nobody judges you but yourself. You are your own biggest judge. So give yourself the not guilty verdict. And listen to what the universe has to say. Because sometimes it speaks to us through our shadow aspects, through the emotions we don't think we should experience. You're on the right track. Keep going. Alright, that's what I have for you, lovely option number 3. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Like, share, subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. And of course, do check Patreon page out. Alright, my darlings, take care now. Bye.